fundamentals of a Mac. Most important thing, look, there's my hard drive here. Look, open that up. Here I've got my work in progress. There's the hard drive with all the bits of it. My work in progress folder is I've made in here under users, and it's called work in progress. You can grab that and just drag it to this, so that when you open the hard drive, you've got this little list down here, and that gives you work in progress applications, you know. But that's the one you want to go to. So I have work in progress here, and I've usually got a done folder, and I just drag. But anyway, so the thing is that this hard drive here may not on a new machine, that might not even be there. So you need to enable this, and I don't know why. I mean, I had to look this up because I've never not had my hard drive on the desktop, but I think it doesn't come with it. So what you need to do is go to the Finder preferences. It's Command and oh, I don't know what that is. I can't think of it. So let's go to Finder preferences, wherever that is. Finder Finder preferences here. It's Command and yeah. So you click it, and right here it will say hard disk. And if you don't have that, you will have all your hard drives up here, but you won't have your main hard drive. So you've got to click that. That's the start of everything, really. Then you go to then this is what you should do. You should go to Users folder, and make your work in progress there, and then you can just drag and drop that to this side here. Anything you want to appear in this list of favourites will pop up here. If you go down a bit further, all your hard drives will be here. You know, these various things, which equate to physical hard drives on my desktop here. The fundamentals of navigating are this. Let me find a folder with multiple files in it. Lullington. I took some shots at Lullington. I can view them by size, kind, date modified, that kind of thing. I'm going to go for kind, actually. Now, I've got all the PSDs here. So if I click on here and then I hold the Shift key, and the Shift key is above the Control key on your keyboard. So if you find your Control key, and then it's the one above it, and Shift allows you to select multiple files together. So you can click at the bottom, click at the top with Shift. Now, there's a real advantage to this, and it's that you can now press Command key, which is the next to the Alt over on the right, and Command lets you deselect individual files. So if you wanted to select all of these but you didn't want that one, you click it off, and that's Command. So Command lets you select one thing at a time, like that, but you'd normally just do it with Shift. Now if you wanted to make a folder just for those, what you need to do is you need to click on the right hand side of the mouse, just like a PC, and then you could put them in a new, and then it says new folder. You could put them in a new folder. Call it PSD files. So that was pretty quick, wasn't it? So you took that bunch of images and you put them into a folder. And you've got work in progress here, which is the file, you know, which is the whole folder that you're in. Down here is all the little things like the applications and things, so you can click on Photoshop or whatever. Over here is Siri. I mean, Siri is quite good. You can ask it anything. You can put in even calculations. You know, what's 400 times 500?
It's 200,000.
So you can ask it calculations. I used it the other day for doing a calculation. I asked it how many, if the diameter is this, what's the circumference? Because I couldn't remember the formulas, but I didn't need to because I've got one of these things, haven't I? Yeah, so when you set the machine up, first of all, I guess you'll need to, these little icons at the top here. There's the screen there, but you will need to do the Bluetooth and connect it with Bluetooth, and it's pretty straightforward that. But yeah, the right clicking has got a few options here. You can, move it to the bin, get info, rename the file, and various things. Share by mail. A name changer is something I've got in here that you wouldn't have. Set desktop picture. But anyway, so that's that. Yeah, so all the little icons are down here. So if I wanted to run Photoshop, I just click there. Illustrator. I mean, you literally would just take something from here and drag and drop it. Sorry, an application I meant, and just drag and drop it to Media Encoder, for example. Just drag it and drop it down there, and it appears there. If you want it gone, you just drag it there, and it removes it. So that's all the icons down there. You've got some control over these things, and the way that you control those is, if you click on the desktop, I think it allows you, use stacks is very useful actually. If you've got a lot of shit on your desktop like that, and it's an absolute mess, just you can use stacks, and this is new, and it just puts it all into. So there's all the pictures there. Look. So it just puts email links all into one, and it's just on your desktop. Otherwise, you've got a mess on your desktop. That's others. That's like movies and snapshots and what have you. Screenshots. Command Shift 4. I think it's that one. No, Command Shift 3, is it? Yeah. So I just snapshotted my screen now. Look. You can do the whole screen or just part of the screen or whatever, and that will now go into that stack. Yeah. I don't know what more to say, but that's what you need to do to set that up. And if you want to make a new folder, I said, well, if you go into your users and make a new folder, the way to make a new folder is just click right and say new folder, and then just say work in progress. I click it with a right hand click and move it to the bin. Yeah. So don't dump your hard drive. Don't dump your work in progress folder. That would be a bad thing. If I click on something here, I can see where the root is. So it's on the hard drive, it's in users, it's work in progress, and it's Lullington. So it always gives you like this little route through of where it is. Over here is a search. Now, so if I grab the search is actually a little bit tricky to figure out at first. If I want to just search users, for example, or just search a folder, I think you go into users here, and then when you go to search, I think this is how it works. Yeah, so there it's actually searching my Mac, but look, because I've opened that folder, it gives me the option of users. Now I'm just searching within that folder. So there's all the options there with Chris in it. Okay. Yeah. So there's all the icons down there all the applications that you want to run. Now the other thing that you probably need to do is see this one here, system preferences. That's where you kind of get to everything, where you configure the Mac. So general desktop, Spotlight, which is the search. There's criteria on what to search, keyboard functions and all that stuff is under there. So if you look for that icon there, and that's the way. And there's photos there, FaceTime, QuickTime. Click QuickTime. You can go to make a new movie, a new audio movie, new screen recording. That's grayed out because I'm making a screen recording at the moment, and that's how I did it. I just went down to make new recording, and then you click here at the end to stop it.